Hi, everyone. Phil Yaeger is on the screen. I'm Ron Premuroso. We're both with the Yaeger CPA review. And this is a pep talk for those of you who just took a part of the exam, okay, one of the parts of the exam recently, and you're waiting for your score, right, to be posted so you can see how you did in order to progress further right onto your next part, or hopefully it's your last part, okay, so that you will be done in the process. So I'm going to turn this over to Phil, and he'll sort of go through with you, right? Those of you who just took a part and you're waiting for your score, what should you be doing at this particular moment? Over to you, Phil.
Thank you, Ron. After you take a part of the exam, okay, you can't wait, all right, to get the scores. Because remember, if you pass that part, all right, you can only keep that part for 18 months. And that 18 months starts on the day, all right, you took the test.
Yes.
Right, to the day you get the results. All right.
Yep.
That's, part of what you have to remember. So if you don't take the, study for the next part, you start running out of time, won't you, Ron?
Yes,
They have
absolutely.
parts drop off. What's that?
That's the hardest thing, right, Phil? Parts you lose credit.
But I believe that if you study for the number of months we tell you to, all right, and really put in good time, good studying, not just time, but good studying, I don't think you're having a problem, and we do take into account that what happens if I didn't have consolidations in college? What happens if I didn't have governmental? Well, we just feel this way. Just like he was talking about, the digital analytics is on here, new stuff. A lot of people haven't had those digital analytics stuff. They haven't had an IT course, a lot of people, especially the people who've been out of school a while. So therefore, what do we do to compensate for the fact that you don't have a course in that material? And the answer is, all right, we teach you the material. We assume nothing. We don't assume that you have a tremendous knowledge, and we're really just, mentioning things, all right? We teach in depth, and we assume that this is going to be the first time you know it, all right? Or this is the first time you ever were exposed to it. And I think you have to remember, if this is the first time, all right, you got to study hard. You got to study hard no matter what. All right. So don't worry about if you don't have it. We'll teach it to you. I can promise you that. And we'll teach you the concepts. We'll teach you what to do with it and how they might ask it on the exam. Okay. I don't know if that covers it, Ron.
Yeah. So also adding to what Phil's saying, say you've passed, right? Phil, 3 parts already. You're waiting for your score now on your 4th part. Maybe you've taken that 4th part once, twice, 3 times. You want to keep studying for that part. Okay. We have a lot of candidates waiting for their scores who go back and study the materials again. Another thing you may want to consider is we have videos, right, for each content section of most parts of the exam for sale on our website. Maybe what you want to do is, if you recognize, for example, that you're maybe weak on content section 1 of auditing, which is ethics, right, and professional responsibilities, maybe while you're waiting for your exam score, especially if you're not confident that you passed on this attempt, go to our website, invest in those videos, right, related to ethics and professional responsibilities, and use that time, right, while you're waiting for the exam results to study that part, right? And if you look at our website, we have videos covering a lot of the major parts for sale. These are pre-recorded live videos with candidates there, Phil, where you can actually go through the materials, right, and be studying.
These are our virtual review courses, okay?
Yep.
All right.
Pre-recorded.
On Zoom. They're Zoom. And
Yep,
we do
they're all
record
good.
them. If you couldn't attend, we record them, all right, so that you can acquire them. And
Yep.
the other thing is, like I said, Ron says we have these pre-recorded of our virtual. Well, if you want to, and it's happening at that time, all right. For example, if you're weak on a subject, all right, we do live virtuals. That's where the recorded ones come from. So we do live virtuals. if we are going to be going over the subject matter in the live virtual, all right, I might consider taking that. All right. It's not, it's like, the videos, all right, the recorded ones are $50, correct, Ron?
Yes, yep. They're all $50
No, that's
each.
2 hours, right? All
Yeah,
right.
2 hours.
And,
Yep.
all right, the actual live virtual, we can come, it's a Q&A type thing. You ask questions. All right. We give you 2 hours again. And we also make a copy of that. And then we send you the copy for you to watch one more time. Okay. More than enough. That is $75.
Yep.
All right. Now people say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Yeah. Well, no, if you look at it, think about it. All right. The $75 one, all right, you are actually getting the live 2 hours, and then you get to watch it for another 2 hours pre-recorded. That's 4 hours for $75. You're not going to get the amount of tutoring, teaching, all right, as you would in that virtual, because 4 hours at $75. Now, when you buy the video, Ron, you get to keep the video?
No, Philip, right? I think it's limited use, right? At that
I'm
time.
not sure, Ron. That's a good question. In
Yeah,
fact,
we need,
if you buy our recorded ones, all right,
yeah,
call our main number
yep.
and
And
talk
we'll
to
let you one, right? 301.
874-4900. Press extension 1, talk to Sonny, all right, and pose that question to him, and he will give you the answer. We don't know every administrative answer. I wish I did, but I have to worry about just knowing the material we teach.
Yep. So Phil, the bottom line is you're waiting for your test score. You're wondering what you should be doing. Okay. Well, keep studying. The AICPA is coming out, right, Phil, quicker and quicker with the exam scores. You should know the date that your exam score is coming out, right, Phil? It's posted on the AICPA website. There's no secrets anymore. They basically meet those deadlines, Phil, with regards to the release date. But keep studying, right, and get prepared to take it again, especially, Phil, if you have parts that are getting ready to expire, okay? Because don't waste time, right? Time is a wasting, and you don't want parts to expire if at all possible. So thank you for joining us for this, Phil. Your last word on this subject?
Yes, I was going to say, all right, the fact that you take a part, then you start studying for the next part, that's called the perpetual method, okay?
Yes.
All right. If you take the first part and you wait, all right, you're just waiting during that period. We call that the periodic method. I just came up with that. What do you think? You like that?
A little far example, right, Phil?
Yeah,
For
it's quite far
right?
away, far
Yeah,
away.
but also tested on auditing to a certain extent. So we wish you guys the best, okay? Those of you listening to this, study hard. It's worth it, okay? Take care, everybody. Phil?
Take care, everyone. Stay well.